Hi everyone, this is Tim and welcome. This is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week of September 1st through September 7th. We're not going to do angels this week, but actually we're going to work with the mermaids. I really felt guided that as we move into the beginning part of September, the mermaid deck wanted to come out, so we're going to use the Oracle of the Mermaids deck by Lucy Cavendish, and I thought it would be kind of fun to actually combine this with the magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virture. I hope you all are having a great month of September as we begin this. Wanted to give you just a little bit of advice from Doreen Virture, as I've got a couple of her publications, the calendar, the Whispers from the Angel, and then also I think it's the Messages from Your Angels. But she says that this month you really understand that everything happens for a reason, and you clearly see the divine plan behind the twists and turns of your life. This knowledge relaxes you and puts you at ease. Your increased inner peace attracts some wonderfully high vibrating people and opportunities. Keep up the great inner work. And from the calendar here, I like this. It's a little kind of hard to see. Sorry about that. But its focus here is to actually just enjoy harmonious relationships. So this is all about the Virgo energy and really taking care of our relationships here. It says, you only experience difficulties in your relationships when you fight the ultimate decision that they're headed. Each one sails along at different courses, much like a ship upon the sea. Ultimately, it's not about where you land at the end of the voyage. It's about the interactions among the people along the way. The more fruitful journeys occur when the crew members when they're heart-centered and honest with one another. Harmonious relationships are founded on mutual honesty in a setting where both parties feel safe to share their true feelings. When you genuinely open up to one another, you then know that you're loved for who you really are. Arguments occur when either person feels afraid or unsafe and becomes defensive, either verbally or through actions. We angels can help create a secure atmosphere by infusing love energy into both your hearts and aid you in selecting words that are kind and mutually respectful. Caring is the most important protective agent as you share your honest feelings with one another. This is how you bond and love. So the thought for the month is, my relationships are harmonious and loving. It's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. All my interactions are infused with caring, and I feel close to people when I let them know who I really am. So for the month of September, according to Doreen, this is about mending and making harmonious relationships and that interaction with other people. Now, I will tell you, the number 9 for September is about endings. So this can be mending a relationship that you feel might be ending to where it's almost like the last straw. It's the final phase of the relationship. It's either let's mend it or part, because 9s are all about endings. It's also about making sure that if you haven't done it, it's time to get it in gear. So either do it or don't do it is the nicest way that I can put it. So that's what number 9s are all about, especially if you're in a life cycle 9. Now, we are in a year 7, 2014, and that's spirituality. So this is all about your relationships that are either drawing those that are going to nurture you, that are very spiritual, or getting rid of the ones that aren't. And this is the month to do it. So, without further ado, let's get on with the mermaids, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so I went on ahead and drew the 3 cards from the Oracle of the Mermaids deck by Lucy Cavendish, and 2 extra cards from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virture. Now, I feel that all of the 5 of these cards are going to mesh together to give us a wonderful message for this week. And you may be guided by one of these 3 cards, if not one of the 5. I kind of did something a little bit earlier where I had you pick a particular card and not let you know what it was, and that card was especially for you. And you can kind of do that this week. You know, if you focus on 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, and whatever number that you're guided to, that's actually the card that resonates with you the most of all of these. But it's going to resonate with all of us. So let's get started here. For the first part of the week, we have Guide. And its message is a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. And the number here is 38. And if you take 3 and 8, that gives you 11. Now, 11 is justice in the tarot. So this is about fairness and somebody that is going to be able to help you and really expand upon what's going on in your life to be able to make a fair and just decision. But with 1 and 1, it's somebody that you're equal. This is somebody that you're really drawn to. And I like the energy of this card just simply because, you know, the guide is going to be somebody that's going to be warm and nurturing, and they're going to be able to move you forward in what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. So this person that arrives is really about somebody that you can really trust. It's a spirit guide. This could be a physical person, somebody that's going to help you in being able to make some form of a healing in your life. So I really like the energy and how they relate to us. This is also about, especially with 3 and 8 and 1 and 1, and 1s are all about keeping your thoughts positive. So this is an individual that's going to say, hey, you know what? Stop doubting yourself. Stop downing and doing this. You're poo-pooing on yourself. Keep your thoughts positive. And I like that because I really feel very powerful with this card that they're going to be able to be an individual that's going to lift you up and empower you. So this is really all about empowering and lifting you up and helping you to be able to move forward in any area that you may be feeling frozen or static. Now, as we move into the middle part of this week, I'm laughing because this is the card that came up in my 3-card spread that I did a little later, or last week, for wanted to kind of get this deck out there for you to all experience a little intuitiveness, and this card came up. And this was actually my card, and it is the Crane Bag. And she is Sacred Ocean Medicine, Clutter and Declutter, and Choice. Now, her number is 35, which breaks down to an 8. And 8 is all about, I relate to 8 as prosperity. Prosperity and abundance and finances, and this is taking a look at your finances too. This is about cutting up those credit cards or really taking a look at budgets and going through all of those areas where you might be finding that you're overspending. But this is decluttering the mind, the spirit, and the body and your physical home. And actually, ironically, I took a break from cleaning my bedroom to come and do this. So I love that she's coming through here again to actually tell us, hey, this is about really a wonderful power that you can tap into. And the ingredients of all of this is where you can actually take a look at any areas of your life that where you need to let go of anything that's weighing you down. So your wardrobes, your purses, your wallets, when I say wallets, I'm talking about stuff that has been in there for years that you've not even touched. Let it go. Your home, bedroom closets, anything like that. This is a time to really tap into all of that and let go of all of that we no longer need, because that's going to feel such a wonderful weight off our shoulders when we let go of all of that. And it is time to let some of these things go. because as we hold on to those things that we think that we need, it actually keeps us from moving to where we'd like to be. Think about that. When we hold on to things that we think that we need, it actually keeps us from where we'd like to be. And this is a wake-up call here. What this is about, hey, let go of all the things that you don't need anymore. They're just symbols, and let them go. We don't need them. And as we move into the weekend, this is Atlantis. And the message here is rapid development, excellence, and success. And the number here is 19. Now, 19 in the tarot deck is sun. So I like this a lot because this is showing the sun is on our back. It's leading the light into our path. It's a wonderful feeling of accomplishment. We've moved from the darkness and into the light. So you may be feeling guided. You know, the thing with I'm looking at this card and I think of Lost City of Atlantis. So I mentioned that it was the sun and the sun was like vibrating down and shining. I feel like you're going to find something that was lost. So this is going to help you connect again. So this is all about a feeling of connectedness and actually feeling a wonderful sense of raising the vibration. So this is good once we get rid and we do all of that decluttering. Now, the magical messages from the Mermaids and Dolphins, the card here is Alchemy. And it says, you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So don't be afraid that you can't do this. Don't be afraid that there's something blocking you or standing in your way, because there isn't. You have, this is almost like the Magician card in the tarot deck. You have all of the elements. Everything is right there. You may feel like you're lost or not ready to be able to move forward, but actually you've got all of the ingredients to do it. You just need to take that first step and make your magic is what this week is all about. The other card here is positive energy. I love this. It says, surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. And boy, I really feel that that really resonates with what we were talking about earlier here. This is about being with positive people, this mentor that's going to be moving into the week here. And this person, which is so positive, is going to be able to tell you and guide you to be able to get rid of those things that we don't need so that we can empower ourselves and see those wonderful rapid results which Atlantis tells us here. So we've got this wonderful energy that's stemming within us. And as long as we keep ourselves surrounded by positive energy and thoughts, because that was the message with the number 11, with the 38 here, which was actually I believe it was the guide. Keeping yourself positive this week. As long as you keep your thoughts positive and your actions positive, you're going to notice all of these wonderful results. I love this spread that we're seeing here. I think it's such a great reading and how we can tap into that. And the thing with the mermaids here and the dolphins, and by the way, I love my little dolphin right here. This is a glass dolphin. And I got him at Pier 1. He was kind of like a collector's one-of-a-kind. So glad I picked him up. He's beautiful, absolutely. But whenever I want to kind of like tap into something that I know that is in a hidden subconscious level that I just can't kind of seem to grasp, I kind of grab onto him. And I get my answer in seconds. It's almost as if the answers that are in a subconscious level come to the conscious. And that's kind of what that's what this reading is about, is taking all of those feelings and that we've been put into a subconscious level and putting them and raising them to a conscious level so that we know what we need to do. And I really feel that this is going to be a great week and a positive week. And thank you for all of my new subscribers. I hope you have a wonderful week this time that you're experiencing with all of these changes. And I'm looking forward to next week because I know that as we get into September, I really did feel that it was all about letting go and releasing and kind of like a spiritual cleaning house type of thing. I really do feel September is, I relate that Virgo energy to getting your stuff in order because that's the Virgo energy. It's all about order. It's about everything has its place. And that's what this month is going to be about. But it's also going to be about that in your relationships too. So look forward to seeing what next week has in store for us. And talk to you later. Thanks. Bye now.